Hello folks, we are at Auto Expo 2020 and we are at this extravagant stall by Tata Motors, and more than this stall, the main attraction is the person behind this brand, Mr. Girish Wagh, who is head for commercial vehicle business unit. So we have a lot of questions to ask him. Thank you, sir. Thanks for sparing us your time.
My pleasure.
Yeah, and we saw the press conference, the extravagant display of the new products and everything. One question that came to my mind was, is commercial vehicle as a segment moving close towards the passenger vehicles in the Tata portfolio? That's the impression that I got with the design and with the technologies, with connected technologies that you've been featuring. And how do you see this transition?
Yes, so I think, we have a common design group which looks after the requirements of both the passenger vehicles as well as the commercial vehicles. And therefore, there is a commonality in direction which comes from that group, and that ensures that we have some familiarity which will be seen. But I must say that the DNA which is there in the passenger car design and the DNA that we have introduced today in the commercial vehicle, that premium tough, is completely different, completely separate. So if you look at the commercial vehicle design DNA, so we are calling it as premium tough, wherein we have a long and rich heritage of 75 years, and we are also intending to continue with our market leadership. So our philosophy therefore is a good confluence of that rich heritage and the future intention of retaining our market leadership. So that's the premium tough. And in terms of premium tough, so you can very clearly and distinctly make out from a distance that this is a Tata vehicle, this is a Tata truck.
Right.
So for example, you will see this truss bar on every vehicle, whether it is an Intra or a Prima where we are standing, or even the Winger that is there. From a distance, you will make out that this is a Tata vehicle, will be very premium and also give a feeling of robustness. And when you come very close, you will see little craftsmanship and a lot of additions which actually make it very rich, and therefore we are calling it as premiumness when you come close to it. So that's the premium tough philosophy. This is as far as design is concerned. Now if you come to engineering, yes, I think we do use some of the technologies which can be deployed from passenger cars to commercial vehicles, or it could also be vice versa, right? Of course, when you do deployment of the technology, you have to redo the development, right? You may not have to start from the scratch, but yes, you can deploy, and that's what we have been doing. In fact, we also share some of our powertrains between the small commercial vehicles and cars, passenger cars, and that helps us to distribute our development expenses over a larger portfolio. So we do look at the synergies wherever possible between commercial vehicles and passenger cars, and we do leverage those, and that helps us.
And I could also see that certain new products, say for instance like ultra platform based tractor, so these are something like I wouldn't say these are niche products, but something very unique products, right? So what is the idea behind this? Because as we know, the commercial vehicles is always about the market sentiments, and we know that the fleet operators always go for certain products within a tonnage segment. These kind of niche products, and also we have also seen like how the ultra platform has grown. So we could see like now I guess like there are more than 4 or 5 products available in the ultra truck platform itself. So
Yeah.
these kind of products, how do they make value to the end users? Are Indian end users that conscious enough to choose a specific product in the long range portfolio that?
So I'm very happy that you picked up this vehicle. This is a 3518 tractor which comes with the Ultra cabin. Okay, so when we launched the Ultra range of trucks in intermediate and light commercial vehicles, wherein we have 2 cabins, the wide cabin and the narrow cabin, I think it has picked up very well. It is doing very well in the market, and in fact it has also helped us to improve our brand position. The net promoter score has gone up. This was the time when we looked at whether we can leverage the Ultra brand and also the cabins that we have developed for some other applications in some other segments. Now, if you look at this tractor, there is a specific application, say for example, auto carrier. So carrying cars and small commercial vehicles in closed containers which are being driven by the tractors. Now today we do use the 3518 larger tractors. So we looked at the possibility of using the ultra cabin, making it a sleeper version out of it, and also then creating a lighter platform, right, from the existing medium and heavy commercial vehicle platform. And we married these two properties that we had: ultra cabin, making it sleeper cab, and also the brand, and a very lighter platform which we created because this particular application was not about overload.
Right.
And that's how we created this much lighter, much swifter, efficient kind of a vehicle which will be used for those specific applications.
Right. And so in that case, like now we see the transition towards more of factory built cabins, and right. So and we take like with 2020 starting and also BS6 coming, a lot of product changes and R&D has been going on in that regard. So are there any products or platform being discontinued from BS6 onwards from Tata Motors?
Yeah, so see, we at Tata Motors have the widest range of commercial vehicles, from half a ton product to going right up to 55 ton. That's the product that we are looking at. And when we did this planning for BS6, we looked at all the segments, which of the segments are likely to grow further, which are the segments which are likely to be taken over by some other innovative products or innovative segments coming up. And based on that, we created a product plan. And specifically to your question, if any particular platform is going to be discontinued, so as of now, no. But there will be some products which will get discontinued as we enter into BS6. But few may get discontinued. There may be similar numbers which will get added. What we've also done when we got into BS6 is we have introduced our modular platform thinking. So which started with Ultra. Intra is another very good case. The Prima, new BS6 Prima range is on modular platform. So a lot of this modular thinking has also been deployed in as we come into BS6.
And one last question, like we have entered into 2020 is a new decade. So how do you foresee the evolution of truck and bus industry in the coming 10 years? And how is Tata Motors, what are its strategy that goes behind the upcoming 10 years from now?
Right. So let me answer this a bit differently. So there is no straitjacket answer. See, we will always have multiple segments, and multiple segments will evolve in different manner. So for example, it also depends on how you can take a segmentation cut. Now you can take segmentation cut based on tonnage, which is the old way of looking at it. You can take segmentation based on pricing. You can also take segmentation in terms of number of seating capacity, say in passenger transportation. So you can also look at segmentation from application based on end use. So a tractor being used for steel coil and tractor being used for cement bulker, different requirements. I think therefore what is extremely important is to understand finally how these micro segments are going to evolve, and then develop and define your strategy for micro segments. So the example that I gave you about 3518 Ultra tractor for auto carrier segment is an example which has come up therefore from understanding a micro segment.
Right.
I think now we have a strong product planning process in our organization which actually looks at each and every of these micro segments, end use application based, and then comes out with what do we need to do either to meet the evolving customer needs or maybe in some cases frame the market and how it is going to develop.
I guess like the term micro segment is more valid than considering it as a niche segment.
Yes. But otherwise, one can always say that you will always have a price conscious customer, and you will also have value conscious customer, and you will also have attribute conscious customer, right? If you were to look at it broadly, and today you will have a price conscious customer being larger part of the entire segment, but gradually one can see the migration happening even there as well.
And one small reference to the electric vehicles, we saw the facelift of the 12-meter electric bus. Can we expect in the next 10 years an electric truck from Tata Motors as well?
So why 10 years? In fact, in the vehicles that we have unveiled today, one of the vehicle concept that we have unveiled is ultra electric truck.
Right.
It's a 9-ton GVW electric truck which has been unveiled. So this is meant specifically for the e-commerce last mile distribution requirement. So there are a few e-commerce companies who are coming to us asking for electric truck because that's their sustainability goal, and that's why we started working on it, and that's what we have unveiled today.
Okay. But something of a 49-tonner or a tractor trailer,
So
that sort.
I think electrification is something which will happen. When it will happen for a 49, 55-ton tractor, which technology will be used? So maybe battery is not used there, but fuel cell is used. So nobody knows how the things are going to pan out. But I think electrification is here to stay.
All right. Thank you, sir. Thanks
Thank
for
you.
sharing your time.